Your responsibility as a citizen ends at the ballot is one way of thinking, but it's not entirely accurate. Because if I want answers, for instance, and I had my brother Kirui saying EPRA is accountable, and you can literally hear someone, a leader in full stature and measure, saying this thing is a secret. Now, that is a reflection of our society. You can imagine what many people, when they hear that, that is a gospel truth. And the reason we are here, we have a responsibility, even as we're here on stage, to actually say factual things. One factual thing that we know is, we, as Kenyans, there's a general feeling that we should be immune from pain. You know, if it's a global shock, not in Kenya. It should not reach us, it should not attack us, we should not feel it. That is a general consensus. A few minutes ago, I said, some of our attitudes may have to change. Assuming that people who take public transport are poor is an attitude that will have to change. Because we can all agree that this might actually be the way to go. I have also spoken, if you are on the street, at one point or another, there will be a negotiation table. Any single person who has taken you to the street must also take you to the negotiation table, one way or another. And the negotiation is not because there will be something in exchange. Negotiation will be that your voice is heard. That's where the preference has always been. Do you know how to hold your member of parliament to account? Do you know how to communicate to parliament to put up legislative proposal? Because people assume it's only members of parliament who can actually table proposals. Anyone here can write a good proposal and actually take it to parliament and say, I think I have a solution. And parliament has an obligation to consider it. If you want information about any ministry, and you have access to Information Act, if they refuse, you have the ombudsman that can force them to give you that information. I am also looking at a situation where our interaction, and that's why I said we have a point of national conversation. We have reached a point where we will have to decide, and I like what my brother said, we at least have a glimpse of what Canaan looks like. Someone promised something and they are sticking by it. Even though they are taking a beating for it, they are sticking by it. This is what I said. I'll focus on these 5 issues. And I'm sticking here and I'm sticking here. I'm not moving. We need to have that kind of responsibility. If I look at an institution, say like KRA, for a long time, KRA has been feared. But I have seen over time them engaging sector players. I saw them with the tax symposium. Yeah. That what they are saying, okay, we are beating you guys in court, then you are running around to change the law. But KRA is saying, look, like for instance, the ABSA case on the card transfers. And this is where I wonder why, it's like we don't like ourselves. Someone takes that comment and goes and tells Kenyans, M-Pesa will be charged 16% VAT. People I respect, you know, and they have the audacity to say that. The issue was card. I'm giving it as an example of how people see each other perspectives and come up with a solution. Yeah. The issue was the card fees and the interchange. That when I'm paying you, there's some money that goes to the credit card companies, you know, and the government is saying they are obtaining income. Why can't we have a piece of what they are obtaining for our national development? These other people are saying, come on, we beat you guys in court. Now you've gone around and used the law. Yeah. And they're all agreeing, okay, for that particular case, the court was saying, okay, this is not royalty. Why? Because the law says so. Okay. You see, now we can see the issue is law. We can see from the government perspective. If it is the issue about, is it Mitumba? I think it's a proposal that has been dropped, you know? So the account that I am trading against all our so-called experts who we hold in high regard is, why do you have an urgency to push people to the street? Yeah, what does it benefit a man?
Yeah.
To go to the streets and lose the whole country?
All right.
My issue with our particular national conversation discussion is, if I am on a national stage and we are here, you can see we are holding ourselves to account. We are testing each other's idea. We want to witness, for instance, for the first time, that looting is not just looked at from the national government. And that's why I said earlier, of course the county can do so much more. Yeah. And I want them to stand here, and I will support you, Mheshimiwa, if you accept. If your county has a loss of fund, we will not go to the national government until that issue is addressed. Because you are offering localized services.
Okay.
If someone is saying, I have registered for you 30 million people on SHA, I have another program. You know, people say affordable housing is a terrible idea. But the other one, which was offering youth employment, was to wipe the streets. You get the difference? This one has a longer impact.
Yeah.
And in fact, there are even tax reliefs for people who do that. I think some to the tune of 108,000 yearly.
Okay.
You know?
Yeah.
So let's work together even from now, from those who are close to us, like our good ladies here.
Yeah.
We want to help them see those solutions, so that now when they go to the national stage, they say, okay, I on this particular issue, I am able to address it to this particular degree.
Okay. Kizito.